Greetings from across the ditch in Canberra. I'm Michael Smith, an Australian retired Major General with previous command experience and with a number of leadership roles in government, the United Nations and civil society. I'm recording this video on the traditional lands of the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. My apologies for not being able to be with you in person today, but I look forward to an opportunity to meet with you later in this year, subject to COVID restrictions, of course. In the meantime, I hope that everyone remains safe and well in these challenging pandemic times. I'd like to congratulate New Zealand, and particularly the New Zealand government, for your continuing proactive approach to disarmament and arms control. As a retired senior military officer, I have always believed that peace and conflict are two sides of the same coin. Nation states in particular must constantly make important choices in how best to protect their sovereignty and their people. Such choices are more important than ever, given current uncertain geostrategic circumstances, coupled with the exponential advance of technology and the destabilising impact of climate change. The current debate and dilemma concerning the development and use of lethal autonomous weapons systems, or laws, or sometimes referred to as killer robots and other similar names, is one very important choice that states must address urgently. As with lethal autonomous weapons systems, there are many examples where the development of weapons technology has been in advance of government policy, only to require states to then intervene and restrict or ban the use of such weapons. A ban or control on exploding bullets, biological and chemical agents, landmines, cluster munitions, and nuclear weapons are testament to this. The world is safer because of these latent imposed controls, and it is reassuring that such decisions have been guided and justified by international law, particularly international humanitarian law and international human rights law. In most cases, it has been civil society that has pressed their governments to impose these controls, and I believe this is even more critical in respect to lethal autonomous weapon systems. Laws takes weapons development to a new and more dangerous level because lethal autonomous weapons systems have the ability to remove humans from the decision loop, thereby allowing machines or robots to make decisions of life and death. This is a scary but a very real proposition that raises the need for arms control to a new and I believe unprecedented level. Laws are already in existence and they are being tested and used, so the genie is already out of the bottle. This means that governments and civil society must act quickly and decisively, and preferably through the United Nations, to establish an international treaty to regulate the development and use of lethal autonomous weapons systems. This does not mean that artificial intelligence cannot be used in weapon systems, but rather that such weapon systems must ensure that meaningful human control always remains paramount. Simply put, human beings must always be accountable for the use of force because machines or robots cannot be held accountable. Designing a treaty that can effectively regulate the development of lethal autonomous weapon systems by ensuring meaningful human control will not be easy, not least because of the exponential growth in artificial intelligence that promises more precision and less collateral damage. States must work closely with weapons developers to agree core principles that ensure humans remain in control and accountable. Our political leaders must take an urgent stand to control lethal autonomous weapon systems. Or if they don't, they can expect to incur the opprobrium of successive generations. I really commend New Zealand for your leadership on this critical matter, and I would be honoured to be able to assist you in any way. Thank you very much.